In a world of glittering fame and fleeting stardom, some actors carve their name not just into the history of cinema, but into the very hearts of those who watch them. James Maitland Stewart, lovingly known to millions as Jimmy, was one of those rare souls. A man whose life was not built on scandal or self-promotion, but on values, service, and sincerity. He wasn't just a Hollywood actor. He was America's everyman, a figure of quiet strength, moral backbone, and deep humility. Born on May 20th, 1908, in the small town of Indiana, Pennsylvania, Jimmy was the eldest of 3 children in a modest, God-fearing family. His father owned a hardware store and believed strongly in discipline, hard work, and tradition. He had dreams of James taking over the family business. But young Jimmy was a dreamer, quiet, thoughtful, fascinated by airplanes and stories. His mother introduced him to music, and his early interest in accordion playing hinted at the creativity that lived beneath his reserved exterior. Stewart attended Princeton University, studying architecture. By all accounts, he was brilliant. He graduated with honors. But architecture was not his destiny. At Princeton, he discovered acting through a theater troupe. There was something about the stage that brought his soul alive. His gentle voice, tall, lanky frame, and honest expressions made him instantly likable, not flashy, but authentic. He soon moved to New York, struggling through small Broadway roles until Hollywood noticed. He arrived in Los Angeles during a time when studios were filled with polished, handsome leads. Stewart, with his stammer, his down-to-earth presence, and aw-shucks charm, was different. But that difference became his strength. His breakout role came in Frank Capra's You Can't Take It With You, 1938, followed by a legendary performance in Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, 1939, where he played an idealistic young senator standing up against political corruption. That role earned him his first Oscar nomination. In 1940, he finally won the Academy Award for Best Actor for The Philadelphia Story, opposite Katharine Hepburn and Cary Grant. At just 32, Stewart had become one of the most beloved stars in the world. But then came World War II. While many actors stayed behind, Stewart made a bold and selfless decision. He enlisted in the U.S. Army Air Corps. Despite already being a successful movie star, he insisted on earning his place like any other soldier. He flew 20 combat missions over Nazi Germany, rising to the rank of brigadier general. For years, he refused to talk about his wartime experiences. But those who knew him could see that the war had changed him. When Stewart returned to Hollywood, he was quieter. His eyes carried weight. His roles deepened. He channeled his inner struggles into the now-beloved It's a Wonderful Life, 1946, a film that flopped at the time but went on to become one of the most iconic movies in American history. His portrayal of George Bailey, a man brought to the edge by despair and redeemed by community and love, remains one of cinema's most human performances. In the 1950s, Stewart reinvented himself again, taking on more complex roles. Under Alfred Hitchcock, he starred in psychological thrillers like Rear Window, Vertigo, and The Man Who Knew Too Much. These films exposed a darker, more tormented side of Jimmy, proving he wasn't just a nice guy. He was a phenomenal actor with incredible range. Despite his fame, Stewart lived a remarkably private and grounded life. In 1949, he married Gloria Hattrick McLean, a former model and divorced mother of 2 sons. They remained married for 45 years, until her death in 1994, a rarity in Hollywood. Stewart adopted her sons and later had twin daughters. He was a family man, a loyal friend, and a patriot. As the years passed, Stewart began appearing less on screen. But the world never forgot him. He was honored with numerous awards, including the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the AFI Lifetime Achievement Award, and a second honorary Oscar for his contribution to film. His final years were quiet and reflective. After losing his beloved wife, he became more reclusive. On July 2, 1997, James Stewart passed away peacefully at the age of 89. The news was met with mourning across the world. But Jimmy didn't really die. His legacy of dignity, kindness, humility, and unwavering integrity lives on in every rewatch of It's a Wonderful Life, in every trembling voice that says, Mr. Smith, in every heart that believes in decency over ego. James Stewart wasn't just a movie star. He was a model of how to live a good life, a quiet hero in a noisy world.